You hear about AI everywhere these days, right? People either freak out like it's going to replace everyone or they act like using AI is somehow cheating. Look, I'm not here to push tools that pretend to be artists. I want to show you practical AI that helps creators actually make better content faster. Today I'll walk you through a handful of AI tools I use in real projects, and I'll show you how Vizard fits into that ecosystem to make your life way simpler. If you like this kind of breakdown and want more, consider supporting us on Patreon. It helps us keep doing deep dive stuff like this. First up, depth maps for After Effects. One of my favorite little hacks because it unlocks cinematic camera effects from footage that wasn't shot with a fancy rig. You've got a couple of good choices here, like the paid After Effects plugin Depth Scanner from Eclipse, which lives inside your project timeline for a smooth workflow. The other option is Runway, a web-based service that extracts depth maps from uploaded clips using AI, giving you control that normally required 3D renders. With AI depth tools, you can easily add realistic lens blur, atmospheric haze, and parallax-style moves to footage that originally looked flat and boring. It's not perfect, but it's enough to elevate a cut without having to rebuild the whole shot from scratch. How does Vizard come into play in this specific pipeline? Imagine you've got a long tutorial or stream where half a dozen moments would make great short clips, but you don't have the time to hunt for them manually. You use Runway or Depth Scanner to add depth to your keyframes, then drop those polished moments into Vizard to auto-select the most viral segments for you. Vizard doesn't replace your grade or VFX work, but it finds the moments worth polishing and automates the heavy lifting of repurposing long-form content. Next up, let's talk about the Adobe Suite's AI tools, which keep getting better every single month. Photoshop's Generative Fill is already common knowledge, but Premiere Pro's Generative Extend is a total sleeper feature you should be using. If you need to make a clip a few seconds longer or extend a background seamlessly, it's literally just a few clicks and it is totally done. Illustrator's new tool that lets you rotate vector art to any angle is borderline magical for character animators and designers who want consistent poses. These tools speed up those repetitive, boring tasks so you can actually focus on creative choices. Adobe's AI stuff is great if you're already deep in that ecosystem, but it's not really a social-first workflow tool for distribution. That's exactly where Vizard shines, because Adobe helps you make the asset, while Vizard helps you scale the content across platforms. Say you use Premiere's Generative Extend to lengthen a punchline or Illustrator to reorient a logo for a specific video format. Vizard can take those finished clips, auto-extract viral highlights, and schedule them out to your social channels automatically. Adobe is for creation, but Vizard is for distribution and volume. Before we move on, I have to give a quick shout out to something that actually pays my bills: Storyblocks. They aren't AI-generated stock. They are real creatives making real footage, templates, music, and sound effects for your projects. If you're sick of sketchy-looking stock or surprise licensing headaches, Storyblocks is a predictable, royalty-free library that refreshes often. For editors who binge-test ideas, unlimited downloads are a total lifesaver because high-quality B-roll speeds up the edit without worrying about takedowns. Use it to fill gaps, test different edits quickly, and then drop the winners into Vizard for trimming and final scheduling. Tool number 3, the one everybody brings up first, is obviously ChatGPT. But hear me out. Don't just use it to spit out scripts or copy someone's style. I use it as a technical assistant for stuff like color grading, which can be super tedious if you are doing it all by hand. You can upload a still of your shot and describe the vibe you're after, like a teal and orange blockbuster look, and it tells you the exact settings to use. It's especially handy when you're trying to match footage from 2 different cameras, because it will recommend adjustments to line them up perfectly. Is it perfect? No, It usually gets you about 50 to 70% of the way there, but that is totally fine for me. I use it to shortcut the boring, iterative parts of color correction so I can spend my limited brain power on real creative choices. And once a clip looks right, Vizard takes over the distribution grind, finding the moments that pop visually and turning them into short-form hooks. Tool 4 for me is Topaz Video AI, which is a total godsend when you have footage shot at the wrong resolution or with annoying camera shake. Topaz can upscale, denoise, stabilize, and slow-motion interpolate, and even convert older footage from standard definition to high dynamic range. I'll throw a shaky 1080p clip into Topaz, stabilize it, up-res to 4K, and export a clean ProRes file to finish in my NLE. There are preset models for pretty much every problem, like motion blur reduction or frame interpolation for smooth slow-motion effects. For photographers, Topaz Photo AI does the exact same things for your still images, which is great for cleaning up old photos. Now, people always compare Topaz to on-premise solutions like DaVinci or built-in denoising, but Topaz often wins for raw upscaling quality. The downside is it's a separate app and can be slow on long projects, which is another place Vizard helps save your day. Instead of running Topaz on every single clip, Vizard finds the short highlights worth promoting, so you only process the clips you actually plan to push. Finally, one of the wildest things I've played with lately is Autodesk Flow Studio for high-end character work. This tool can take a real-world clip, track your actor, generate mocap, map it onto a 3D character, and light match the digital model. Basically, you upload, it does the heavy lifting, and you can export the whole pipeline to After Effects for your final polish. For creators doing character VFX and integrating 3D into live action, it is honestly pretty bonkers powerful. But it's also kind of niche and complex, and the 3D output still usually needs some manual cleanup to look perfect. So you don't bring Flow Studio into every project. You use it when you really want that high-level VFX magic. And when you do, Vizard can help market the result by automatically pulling together BTS clips and before and after reveals from the long session. That helps you show off the tech and get people excited about what you are building. Okay, let's pull this all together and look at why this specific set of tools works so well. What I love about this set of tools is that they each solve a focused problem. Depth maps make scenes cinematic, Adobe speeds up creation, and ChatGPT helps with grading. Topaz rescues bad footage, Flow Studio automates complex VFX, but none of them is built to be a content volume machine. That's where Vizard becomes absolutely indispensable for your workflow. Vizard's 3 key powers change the math for creators: auto-editing viral clips, auto-scheduling, and the centralized content calendar. When you combine Vizard with the other tools, you get a real production-to-publishing pipeline that saves you hours of manual labor every week. And one more reality check. Some tools are expensive or single-purpose, like Flow Studio, which is a total specialist's toy. Vizard is cost-effective for social-first creators because it focuses on attention, turning long content into lots of short, platform-ready assets. Use the right tool for the task, then let Vizard be the engine that turns that work into consistent posts and actual audience growth. If you want to level up your After Effects skills, I've got more deep dives in the playlist over here, so definitely check them out. Otherwise, try pairing one of these creative tools with Vizard and see how much more content you can pump out without burning out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.